You can just go live on this. We're
Oh,
not
we can just go live on
anything.
this?
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
let's just go live on this then. Hi, everybody! Welcome to Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. I am your Dungeon Master, Redbeard. And we're talking demo discs tonight, guys. We're just gonna do a podcast. Topic is demo discs. No
I played the
D&D.
shit out of the first level of Sonic Heroes so many times. I wanted to own the game and I couldn't. Instead, I bought Shadow the Hedgehog.
Been there, done that.
Beautiful. And back in high school, my friend and I, we each went to GameStop and we had enough money to each get a game. He got Shadow the Hedgehog. I got the Namco Classics Arcade Collection. Mine was half the price of his.
And twice the fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it was much more than twice the fun. It was 8 different classic Namco arcade games. It was a hell of a time.
I'm pretty sure Shadow the Hedgehog was one of my first Amazon.com purchases.
I remember it was like the big game I wanted for Christmas that year.
Yeah.
I bought it for a road trip we were going on. Like, we had a little TV in the back. We brought the Xbox. It was like a cross-country road trip.
I forgot that it was released on multiple consoles.
Yeah, it was on Xbox and PS2.
We were just
GameCube.
Yeah, I had forgotten that. I had only remembered it being on PS2. It had such a marketing push on it.
I did 100% it during that road trip.
Dear God.
Wow. Nice, especially because you have to play through it so many times to 100% it, because there's different campaign paths.
We drove across the entire United States and back. Like,
I think we would have had more fun just looking out the window the whole time.
Oh my God.
We made a lot of stops. But...
Anyway, with me as usual is Sam playing Jack.
Shadow the Hedgehog, man. When are we going to play that on stream?
We did already.
I
multiple
think.
times.
Yeah, but we have to do it again.
Okay.
We need to 100% it on stream in one go.
I did play it
Kraken
at the
Care.
first 2 Kraken Cares.
We did, because I made it happen. Because I have problems.
You can just stream it whenever you want, or just play it, whatever.
Yeah, but if I'm not making
100%.
you guys suffer, where's the fun?
On stream, 1 session, speed run it. Let's go.
100% speedrun. Glitchless.
James, do it. You have the most experience.
Catherine is playing Mina.
I bought my first spooky mug of the season. She's so cute.
Is that a nose or a mouth?
I think it's a mouth. She's supposed to be a ghost.
Ooh.
Oh, boo.
And James is here playing Ilferi.
Yar. I can't think of any Shadow the Hedgehog quotes to do in a piratey voice. So.
Good.
Yar, where's that damn Chaos Emerald?
Yar! I am the ultimate life form.
I am ambivalent, both good and evil. And Carter's playing Koku.
Hi, I don't have a fun fact prepared because Kai got his third COVID shot today and then decided that today was a great day to not take a nap.
Oh.
So here's one from the archives. Moose are regularly predated upon by orca because they can dive up to 20 meters to feed on seagrasses, which is deep enough for a fucking orca to just come along and chomp them because orca are dicks.
Did I roll any dice last
Poor
time?
Mises.
Fucking metal is what it is.
I don't know that I rolled any dice last
I
time.
love that turtle.
Chris, I don't think you've ever rolled a die.
Yeah, I don't think so
Sounds
either.
about right. I just like picked up my die container like, yes, I need this. And it was like tucked back behind stuff I haven't touched in a while.
No, that's not true. You rolled some dice, but you
Covered
did it on
in dust.
You did it on the app.
On the path.
Covered in dust behind all of the broken pieces of the many stories you've left behind in your wake.
What did I
I'm
roll
gonna
for
do a
last
test.
time?
You rolled a couple of perception checks because I was sneaking up on people.
Oh. No, I didn't roll those. You rolled like a 35 or something.
Well, yeah, but then I rolled like a 2.
It's almost like he can pass without trace whenever he wants.
So that would beat somebody's passive perception.
Okay, hold on. I'm only casting Pass Without Trace like once or twice a day tops. Which could just be a charge from the staff.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
The end. That's it.
Just like, I literally don't think I rolled those checks last time because it was either like a natural one or...
There were D20 rolls on here from you.
Oh, those are just tests. I don't usually roll on there.
Oh, maybe so. Anyways,
I think that was just when we were looking at the fancy dice.
I'm gonna roll a quick test roll to see if we still have the bug we had last time. We don't. Cool.
Dice. 3 of us figured out how to do it.
Mine were already customized. I just re-customized them.
Aww.
Womp womp.
All right. So anyway, where are we? My brain's a little scattered tonight, so I apologize in advance.
Oh no.
The Fairy of the Stars. Ooh.
That's the Circle of Stars character sheet.
But
I just decided to keep it.
I like your title. So last time...
I just remembered what happened at the end last time.
Yeah. I was thinking about that for a while. And also, I keep forgetting to give my fucking sending stones out.
I was wondering about that the whole time last time.
I keep forgetting to give them to people.
I literally put this to the back of my mind last week because it pissed me off so much. In a good way, like, in my character is now thoroughly pissed, but I was just like, oh, that bitch.
So to catch anyone up who missed last time, the party is in the foreign country of Bear to try to find one Tinker Oddcog who's involved with the Obscurates conspiracy group. He was spotted in Bear by a journalist, and the party has come down and been pitted against their rival Liagier to win the right to meet with Tinker Oddcog so that they can find out what he knows about the Obscurati, whereas Liagier wants to meet with him to try to find a way to gain control of the colossal mechanical man that's rampaging through the Dreaming currently.
His name is Born, and we're working on that last part.
So the contest is 5 points up for grabs. 1 from the leader of the country bear, the Bruce Shantus. 1 from his vizier. His name is on my clipboard here, Zarkava. And 1 from his Minister of Dragon Affairs, a local title of a treasurer type of role, Kenna. Then there is a race to help 2 separate rail construction companies to complete their half of a rail between Renza and Rio Pedresco. And there is a point for the team if they can convince Cavalli, a orcish warlord in the Bruce's employ, to submit and swear fealty before Liagier can convince him to attack their home country of Reeser. So the party had a day to plan and figured out who was going where, and made an attempt to sabotage the other group.
Listen, I know it didn't work, but I don't care that I spent 800 gold on nothing.
I think you accomplished something by by disrupting Elfari snuck in and disrupted their
Sure.
little soundproof bubble, which may have caused their night's rest to their long rest to not be as effective if
Yeah,
they have
'cause
to
they-
recast it.
It seemed like they were trying to, or they went to bed way earlier than us. So like, I had more time to rest than they did, and that reset his rest completely. So
But in the morning, when the contest started, the two groups teleported away, only for Mina to discover that somebody had sewn a thread of gold around the cuff of her pants, preventing her from teleporting, leaving her still in the summer court as Koku teleported to Rio Perdesco and Jack and Ilferi teleported to Citadel Cavallo.
So as soon as the session ended last week, I went searching for how long it takes to make a vendetta bullet, only to find I already have one with her name on it. So time saved.
can you make another one?
No, you can only have one at a time.
Mm.
But that being said, she pissed me off so bad last time. Me, who doesn't actually like the idea of vendetta bullets, has one with her name on it.
Ooh, can you skirt the rules by making one for like her specifically and one with just like her family name?
Maybe, but it probably wouldn't be effective on her so long as the other one was still available.
Yeah, I think it's for an individual.
It is. It's intent.
Yeah, I know. I just want to have-
Manifesting a natural 20.
Right.
Put it into the universe.
Alright.
Also, off topic, I found a dye pattern called Bird Up, so that's what I'm using.
What does it look like?
It looks like bird feathers. Here, I'll roll a nature check to show you.
Oh, that's nifty.
Okay, that's it.
Neat. And also, it does look like that bug from last time. It's not happening.
Yeah, we rolled a few dice to test it out, so it's all good.
All right, so that's where we're gonna pick things up. I guess. Do we want to start with Jack and Elfari, or are you desperate to
I'm
try to
fine.
solve this?
I'm fine. Because here's the thing. I can't do anything. Except rip that bit of gold out of my pant leg and maybe punch the maid in the face.
All right. Yeah, let's start with Jack and Ilfari. So, you both arrive in Citadel Cavallo. So you arrive at the public teleportation circle, and it's kind of in like a guarded building kind of off of the city square, and it's not too hard to see. There's the citadel of the city's name is kind of up a hill, pretty obviously arranged.
Just call it Horse Fort.
Is he a centaur? Because he should be. I guess we didn't ask what sort of humanoid he was.
No, you didn't really ask much about him at all.
I asked more about his city. And I asked, like, how well he takes care of his
I
city.
meant to, and then I was asleep.
Yeah.
I
There's got a
would
lot
like.
of crinkly.
Yeah, there's a lot of crinkling going on right now.
I don't know. That's about. Just keep it in mind.
I still need to, like, not do a whole lot for a couple hours, get my spells prepared and stuff. How about we find, like, a place to just kind of sit down and see what's going on?
Sounds good. We can gather information.
Um,
We'll find a tavern and gather some information about what's going on here and the Lord himself. What's his name again?
Cavallo.
Caballo.
Caballo de Guerra. Guerra.
Caballo de Guerra. De Guerrero.
Caballo de Guerra.
Also,
I'm guessing a Guerra.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
we could possibly find out, like, what he is.
Herrera.
Sorry about the crinkling. My audio was set to the wrong mic.
I figured it was something like that.
No.
Just for the sake of having somewhere to put notes / name spelling.
Ah, I see him. He's a orc or half orc.
Yeah, it's Guerrera. Guerrera.
I'm figuring out these new things. How the journal works. Are you able to make notes?
Guerrera. Or Guerrera.
No.
Yeah, Guerrera.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to step away for a few minutes, but this scene doesn't involve me anyway, so just do the scenes without me for a bit.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated, and we'll post notes.
I had to close it. I guess you can do kind of in line with the pictures now too. Right? No. Okay, no. Alright. Sounds good. Good talk, me. Anyway, yeah, so you're able to find a tavern. I mean, probably more likely to find maybe like a restaurant or something. It's still like barely dawn at this point.
Okay, yeah, we'll find a restaurant we can hang out. We'll find a buffet.
Like
we'll find a nice breakfast buffet.
Sure.
The buffet sounds a lot less strenuous than I'd like, or a lot more strenuous than I'd like to do. I have to, like, serve my own food? Ah. Also, I do have to spend an hour, like, thinking about nature and stuff.
Yeah, but you can just sit at a buffet.
Okay, can we be outside at least?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful morning.
Some nice patio seating.
It's not hot yet. It's a nice morning.
Cool.
And I'll start kind of asking around about Lord Guerra and his temperament and ruling style.
Okay. Do you want to give me, I guess, like a persuasion check?
Sure. I'll fuck this up. That's not terrible. 12. I have a -1.
So yeah, you're able to learn kind of some basic common knowledge. The Cavallo is an orcish warlord. He calls himself the champion of the Riven Sea of Gold. He joined the first king of Verdi Verde Bruce in starting the revolution towards civilization. I think it was 60 years ago. And worked alongside Shantis as well, but people seem to imply that they never really agreed on certain matters of state.
Hence why we need to ensure his fealty, and it's not already there.
Right, and also there's definitely some resentment for Verde choosing to pass the crown onto a Minotaur rather than
His fellow orcs.
His fellow orc.
Yeah.
Like Cavallo definitely was like the favored to take over.
I can see why this might be difficult.
Yep.
No, it couldn't have been 60 years ago because he's 60.
I was an infant in the war.
Hey, orcs start early.
It's true.
I mean, I've been playing Betrayal Legacy, and you could be like a fucking 8-year-old kid with the war veteran background. Like, it's just,
Ooh.
it just fucking happens.
40 years ago. It was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 4060 or 460.
Got
And
it.
it's currently 500. That's why I
And
had
one.
60 in the mind. But yeah, he is old for an orc.
He calls himself the champion of what again?
Champion of the Riven Sea of Gold.
Is that Riven or Ribbon?
Riven. And you can see like in the city there's like statues of him riding on top of a bear, or murals of him trampling on the bones of dragons.
Mm-hmm. Conquering hero.
Mm-hmm.
You probably just found that pile of bones. Dragons have been dead for like how long?
They killed them in the revolution.
Oh, well,
No, they've been dead for at least 200 years.
Oh, okay.
yeah, he definitely just found those bones.
I mean, it's symbolic.
Sure. From what I heard, he does like care about his citizens. He does rule them fairly well, from what I gathered from Zarkava. Also, I mentioned it before, but worth reiterating, there is some sort of disease here, maybe some sort of parasitic worm, from what I was able to gather from my sky seeing last night or this morning. So
Jack pulls one of his flasks out. Yeah, don't drink the water.
it might be more than just that. But I'll check you afterwards. I'll check you once I'm done thinking about nature and stuff.
All right.
You know, stars. Ooh.
Okay. So I guess we'll just hang out until you're done and ready to go. Need to go present ourselves and be ambassadors.
We could just bully him like we did the king. Although I guess the king was a little
We'll see where that
less intentional.
Let's save bullying until we know how he's going to react to things. He might want to talk. He might want a favor. He might want a contest of arms. We'll see.
What happens? I'm not condoning murder right now, but like he's old. What if he just like died? Who wins?
I would imagine it would either be a draw, or we would both lose, or we would lose, or it would fall to his successor. So we would start over again.
Looking into his successor, like I don't. Maybe he's not like Old.
I
I'd
think
have to
we're in
see
a
it
time
in
crunch
condition.
here. We should focus on the man of the hour.
Yeah. Although, if we can't find a successor for him, like, it might get us more information at the very least. But you're right. We should talk to him first, see how things go. I could do the talking if you'd like.
We can both talk. You're not much for, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit.
Sucking up, groveling.
I was going to say courtly ritual and respect.
I can be when it's necessary. I
And
had to
today
deal
it
with
is necessary.
I had to deal with the Fey court for crying out loud. I know courtly manners.
Do you know Baron manners?
Do you?
More than you.
Am I done thinking about nature and stuff? It takes me like I needed like 2 more hours of rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I have my spells prepared. My spells involve a lot more curing diseases and stuff like that. And speaking of, I'll just take a quick 10 minutes and detect poison and disease around me.
Okay.
Just real quick. Well, it'll take 10 minutes to cast, but can I sync my character sheet without, like, I just want to change my spells. All right, that should work. Yeah, so let's see, it's concentration for 10 minutes. I detect poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of me.
I'm
I
watching
also-
Chris Google on Twitch.
Yeah, Chris, you're
I just
broadcasting your
put it up
Google search on Twitch.
on- No, I just put it up on 5e tools.
Okay,
The spell.
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that that was
No, I usually do that.
okay.
Anyways, yeah, I was saying that I detect poisonous creatures, and diseases, and I identify each of them within 30 feet.
Okay.
So, is the food here poison, or is the food here diseased?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Good.
And is anyone around us diseased?
No.
All right, cool.
Because it doesn't detect curses.
I'm wondering if a parasite is considered a disease. I don't know mechanically, but
I would assume. What else would it be?
I don't know. A creature?
Eh, that's fair. I would assume it would be a disease, but I suppose I don't know.
It's just that worm thing has got in my head, for good reason.
Oh, don't let it in your head. That's real bad.
Right. So, all right, we seem to be fine. I'm all spelled up, thought
All right.
about nature a whole bunch, doing great.
First thing we do is go present ourselves to the man himself. It's not respectful to skulk around.
Sure. As we get close to the castle, because we have to walk to the castle, right? We're not right up against it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too far.
As we start getting close, I'm going to cast enhanced ability on myself for charisma.
Okay.
Did it import? No. Spell book. Where'd it go? There we go. All right, cool. I have advantage on charisma stuff.
Cool.
for an hour. 1 hour. Yep. All right.
All right. So you make your way uptown to the Citadel. And oh, I don't have any music going. I forgot about that. When you get close, there's a few guards out front. And when you arrive and introduce yourselves, they kind of like, they seem like they're expecting you.
Wonderful. That'll make things a lot easier, quicker. Well, hopefully. Lead the way.
All right, so they lead you in through like a pretty spacious courtyard. Oh. And then as you kind of arrive at the central building, you see you see an older orcish man, similar to the statues and the paintings that you saw throughout the city, though he looked a lot younger and bolder in those depictions. And he's got a few more guards flanking him. And he's got his arms crossed. And he's staring angrily at you.
Walk in, bow my head, take off my hat. Hail and well met, champion of the Riven Sea of Gold. Thank you for allowing us here.
I'd say it.
You are
Yep.
dogs who lap at the hooves of the Shantis. I ought to have my men kill you for having the audacity to dirty the ground of my city with your dirty paws.
I
A fair statement, my lord, but we are all cast in the parts we must play.
That's awfully aggressive for people that you've just met.
Well, I know what you're here for. And you can go back and tell the Bruce that if he wants me to kneel, he should come here crawling on his knees begging for it.
That actually feels like the opposite of what he wants, so we're
I
gonna
believe
have
that's why he sent us here. You can consider us. I'll kneel down. His offering of services.
I'm not kneeling. You obviously want some sort of show of strength, don't you? Something to show that the Bruce is someone worth following.
I doubt foreigners from a land that's grown as softer than ours would be able to convince me of anything.
I mean, I could beat you up, but I don't think that's going to get the point across.
Try us. If we are found wanting, we shall leave you with no further disturbances.
He turns to his men. Give them the room next to Miss Gier.
Oh my god.
I'll be by to talk with you later. Right now, I have to go teach my granddaughter to wrestle.
Tip my hat. Follow the guards.
Yeah, a soft tongue's not going to get us anywhere with that man. You can already tell, can't you?
Show a man respect when you're in his house.
I don't think he wants that. That's not going to prove that the Bruce is someone worth following.
I'm going to get where you're getting. I'm just taking a few steps to get there.
I just think that those extra steps might hinder us on the way.
All right. When you step in the bear trap, have fun with that.
Ha!
Right.
Bear trap.
This should be the name of this adventure.
For real.
So you guys
Also,
Oh.
go ahead.
What's up?
Oh, I was just according to Tomb of Annihilation, throat leeches are a parasite, and that qualifies as a disease in 5th edition. So maybe that doesn't really conclusively prove anything because it's Tomb of Annihilation, but that was the closest I could find.
Okay, good to know. So you're shown to a room that has a broad balcony that overlooks the sea. The city's kind of situated in a bay. Actually, you can see it better on here. This little inlet between Reeser and Bear is known as Marajado de Oro. And looking out at the bay here, it is fairly impressive. You can see a lot of strong Navy ships. You can see clear across the bay. You can see the mountains in the distance. It's very beautiful. And also, the air is a lot cleaner than, especially than Flint, but also even Sea Breesia. And I think we can take a second and jump over to the other party members while you guys enjoy your view and wait on the warlord.
Wow, nature.
Mina's still cussing like a sailor.
It is something.
Let's see what Koku's reaction to this situation is. So Koku, you arrive Rio Pedresco. It's another it's another coastal town, but you know, has a very different feel. It's much smaller than Sea Breesia. But when you take a moment to look around the guarded teleportation room, you notice that Mina is not there with you.
Sabotage. Well, Mina has enough sense to get herself to a teleportation circle. I need to get to Agatsura, and obviously there isn't a moment to lose. Are there like obvious? This is the teleportation circle. They are expecting people to arrive here. Are there like obvious signs that are like train this way?
Yeah, that's you know, civilized enough city that yeah, there's like some directions. there's like a, pointing towards a city hall, towards the train, towards the docks.
Great. If I remember correctly from last time, we received information that our contact, Liz, spends their time in Agatsura. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, there's not a moment to lose. And I probably could find something useful to do here. I guess I've got a few hours. But the first thing to do is to find the train station and make sure I have a seat on that train. Because if I don't have a seat on that train, I'm going to have to sneak onto that train. And I don't really want to do that without Ilferi and his magic sneaking stick.
Seems fair. I remember there was last time we took the train. Which was an adventure.
Sounds about right.
Last time,
because I'm assuming
for a train anyway.
Yeah. Because that one also wasn't a luxury train cruise thing.
Yeah.
And this one's is basically an access train at this point because the rail line's not completed. But
yeah,
whatever it is, Koku is going to pay the fare because she needs to get to Agatsura immediately, and trying to blindly teleport there is probably a bad idea. Just like trying to teleport back to the summer court is a bad idea. Because there's no circle there.
Right.
Or there's not a circle that we know the code to. There might be a private circle for the king, but we don't have it.
Okay, travel. Okay, so the train in Adventure 3 was 50 gold. Let's say here, since this is kind of a less established thing, I think 25.
Sure. Sounds good. Koku will happily pay for a ticket. Let me remember where the currency is. Ah, there it is. Okay. And it's 6:30 a.m. now. And the train leaves, I know it's in the notes, but I'm trying to just remember. The train leaves just before noon, is that right?
That's what I remember as well. Typically, the train leaves the home city shortly before noon, gets to the railhead just before dusk.
Okay. So you said it's a coastal city. I don't want to wander far from the trail yard. Trail yard. Yep, that's what I meant to say. We're just gonna go with it.
You forgot the last part of your L.
Anyway, what's near here? What's around? Let's see if I can come up with anything productive to do while I'm waiting on a train.
It's a pretty booming trade town. You've got the river, the sea, and the train line all kind of coming through here. So there's pretty expansive markets, lots of different types of food. There seem to be a lot more lizard folk in this area.
Koku is literally the worst character to get stranded here. I don't eat food. I don't know anything about trade. Um, I assume I'm getting some looks.
Oh yeah, definitely. You even hear like you hear some people kind of whisper stuff in relation to what happened in Reeser, like people like, oh, is that one of the things that destroyed half of the city of Flint? I heard they're big mechanical beasts over there now. Something like that.
Big googly,
Yup, it was her all by herself.
big googly mooglies, man.
Yeah, just me. No.
I'm here to fuck up your shit.
Unless this train gets moving much faster. I'm trying to find my background. I don't remember where it is on the app. Because my background feature...
It's under biography.
That's
Or it should be.
not on the thing on the app, but I found it. That's literally not a header anywhere on the app.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about the... Never mind.
Okay. Feature, all eyes on you. Your accent, mannerisms, figures of speech, and perhaps even your appearance all mark you as foreign. Curious glances are directed your way wherever you go, which can be a nuisance, but you can also gain the friendly interest of scholars and others intrigued by far-off lands, to say nothing of everyday folk who are eager to hear the stories of your homeland. You can parlay this attention into access to people and places you might not otherwise have for you and your traveling companions. Noble lords, scholars, and merchant princes, to name a few, might be interested in hearing about your distant homeland and people. So, I'm getting a few stares. Is anyone... Am I getting any looks from anyone interesting? Perhaps noble lords, scholars, and merchant princes, to name a few.
Every noble lord, scholar, and merchant prince from miles around come to your yard.
You said this was a booming merchant town.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah, sure. If there's anything in particular, like there might be a merchant booth that's set up with some like a tinker's shop, and they have like some like rudimentary little like helper bots, like what Koku used to be, or maybe like some kind of, you know, little dog-like things. And
Yeah.
they those in particular would be like gawking as they see you walk about.
Okay, so Koku will wander around in the general area for a bit. And I mean, she doesn't want to go too far away from the train. She has exactly zero trust that the train hasn't somehow been scheduled to leave 3 hours early today.
One of those people that gets to the airport like 4 hours ahead of time for a domestic flight.
She's not me. All right.
I'm sitting here going, I mean, I'm bad, but I'm not that bad.
I did once arrive at my gate so early I had to wait for the plane to come in, fill with people, and take off because it was the flight before mine. Anyway, she's going to wander around the area, see if she comes across anything interesting, or if someone comes up to her. You know, Koku doesn't want to let the train out of her sight, but she's very tempted by adventure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I've been watching a lot of DuckTales, so the concept of random adventure is really on my mind. The remake's pretty good, actually.
I've heard.
Oh, I didn't know there was a remake.
Yeah, a few years ago. David Tennant plays Scrooge McDuck.
A lot of it is directed by Sam Riegel.
That explains some things.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
The guy who played Abed on Community plays Huey.
Yes. Yep.
And occasionally the character of Abed leaks into Huey. It's kind of funny.
Sounds fun.
Troy and Huey in the morning.
So yeah, let's one of these tinker merchants like calls out to you as you're going by. It's just like, excuse me, you.
I assume you're talking to me.
Yes, I don't mean to be rude, but how are you? And not like how are you doing? I mean literally how are you?
Ah. Unfortunately, you're kind of asking the wrong person.
Are you Pemberton?
Am I who?
Are you one of Pemberton Industries creations? And he
What
like
would
kind of
make
like
you-
puts like a finger in front of your eyes and like sees if you track it.
What would make... Stop that. What would make you think that I was one of Pemberton's?
Oh, it's the only industry or industrial company that I know has made such advances.
Have we run into Pemberton before? The name is vaguely familiar, but it's... But like I don't know if it's just ringing some other bell for me.
In the campaign, yes. He was on the boat in the first adventure. He had a booth at the gun show.
Booth of the Gun Show. Okay, I think that's what I'm thinking.
Where he
of.
had like a mech suit thing.
Right. Yes. Okay. We had this discussion before. Yes, and Zeodor helped him with his mech suit.
Yeah.
Benedict Pemberton.
Yes. Is he in the roster?
Yes, he is. He's in the NPCs.
Doop.
Yes, with the dumb mustache. I keep forgetting he's not a gnome.
He indeed is not.
Well, short answer, no. Do you have some association with Pemberton?
Oh, not directly, no. I just have heard rumors.
Like
heard
what?
Well, I just know that he is one of the great minds of our generation. I actually heard that he was in the area recently. I don't know what that's about. But he wanders over a lot.
In the area, this area, in Rayo Pedresco, or in Bear more generally?
Oh, in Bear, and I mean I knew that he had some factories set up in Flint. What I've heard, I've never actually gotten to go up there myself, but it's always been a dream of mine.
It's beautiful this time of year. And how recently was this that you heard he was in the area?
Oh, I heard that he was coming through sometime this week.
Did you hear anything more specific about where he might have been? Perhaps... everything's over my map. Perhaps somewhere near Renza?
From what I heard, he was somewhere in the west here. This is all rumor and hearsay, but
That, well, still, it could be useful. Perhaps I should try to find him. Surely he would be interested. Might be an interesting person to speak to.
I've always wanted to meet him, or at least go to one of his talks and hear what I can glean from him.
This is a person running a stand, right?
Yeah.
Do they have anyone working with them, or are they kind of on their own?
They seem to be on their own.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can help me locate Pemberton, I have a feeling he would want to at least take a look at me. I could bring you along.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what I would be able to help out with. I mean, just a tinkerer here, and I just got my dumb little machines. They can barely do anything. He
A tinkerer.
tosses like a wrench, and like his little dog bot like picks it up and like puts it away on a shelf.
You said the magic words. Now Carter is going to adopt that man.
No,
What? He's clearly Tinker Oddcock in disguise.
One, I already have an NPC that I'm planning to adopt. And she's theoretically somewhere nearby because it's Riento's daughter.
Yeah, I know.
Forgot about that.
Anyway. Well, you're local, right?
Yes, I live here in Rio Prodesco.
So, you know the people here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get along with a lot of people, but yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people out in the street here.
Koku is going to pick up one of the small machines, and she's going to look it over and open up one of the panels on it. Take a look. You see all of the pieces, all the clockwork moving together?
Yeah, I mean, I put it there.
And she points at one of the cogs, doesn't matter which one. If I took this out and placed it on the table, would it do much of anything at all?
That one, I think if you took that out, the front
The
left
cog
arm,
on its own.
yeah.
With the cog on the table, would it do much?
Oh, the cog. Well, no, it's just a cog. Needs
Exactly.
a motivator and a resisting force, and
You may be missing the machine for the cogs here. My point, and she will gently place the machine back down, is that one thing on its own may not seem to contribute much. And on its own, it may not. But in a system, with everything working together, even the smallest cogs can do great things. And she pets the mechanical hound.
I think that one just controls the forward left arm clasping motion.
Zeodore would like you. Do you know anyone who might have closer connections to Pemberton?
Oh, No.
Or have any idea where he might be?
Like I said, I'm just a simple tinkerer who aspires to make
Be less
wonderful
simple.
things.
Yes, but surely you know someone who's likely to know some people.
I'm not very well connected. But, I mean, I can ask around the marketplace, see if anybody knows anything, keep an ear out.
Now you're thinking like a cog. Coming from Koku, yes.
Oh, good. You can hear me all the way from the kitchen.
Yep.
Gears of War crossover.
I will be working with the Lys Rail crew for at least the next few days. If you hear anything, have word sent to me immediately. And if you can help us out with Pemberton or with the rail line, if you could help us out, I have some connections in Flint, and she positions herself in a way that makes her badge very obvious.
Whoa, I didn't even...
I'm certain I could get you a few introductions with perhaps even more than Pemberton.
Well, like I said, I'd love to come visit Flint sometime. I'll be sure to let you know if I hear anything. I'll send word to the railhead.
Tell them it's for Koku. I'm sure they'll be able to find me.
Koku. Got it.
What's this
And
guy look like again?
What was your name?
I'm Huey.
Is he an air? I was about to call it an Aarakocra. An Avarian?
He's a lizard. Lizard.
No.
You don't get any representation.
Well, he could have been.
I'm
His
just
name is
kidding.
Huey.
You look up at the side. It says Huey Dewey's Cogs. And Cogs and,
And
what's
his-
it?
There's a little sign in the back. It's a framed photograph, and beneath it is a note that says "Rest in peace, Louie."
I thought that was gonna be his little dog toy. This is Louie.
Oh. I thought it was just gonna be like wet cogs. You know, Dewey.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Moist Cogs.
Yeah, I thought it too, and then decided not to say it.
You don't ever want moist Cogs.
Nope.
okay, but is that the name of a sex toy brand?
Probably.
I don't want it to be.
Oh, no one wants it to be, but that doesn't stop anything.
It's
Someone
gotta
wants
be-
it to be.
It's got to be a series of waterproof vibrators intended to be used in the shower, right?
That sounds uncomfortable on a lot of levels. Anyway,
I mean, waterproof vibrators are a real thing. Like, I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Redbeard,
All right.
you can mute Carter at any time.
yeah.
You have the power, but do you have the will?
So, Mina.
Fucking motherfucker. Damn it!
Mina's going
I
through
wait
some things.
I wait 2 minutes. No one comes back for me. I start walking.
All right.
Yeah, teleporting back to a random spot I've been to once, probably a bad idea.
I know, but it would have been faster than me walking. in my brain. All right. So, do I know where the teleportation circle is here?
As
The
far as
closest-
you're aware, there's not one at the summer court, but you guys
Yeah.
did arrive at one in Sea of Brescia.
Right.
And we know that there is, and we arrived. Well, yeah, we arrived here by carriage.
Yep.
It was about 30 miles.
Yep.
There is a rail line, a partially completed rail line that goes nearer, but I don't know if they're where the nearest rail stop on that line is.
See, that's what you get for wearing pants. Like, they're a hindrance.
Donald Duck in it.
Always. Every day. Even Pure Pete.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I want to make so many bad decisions. Like so many bad decisions right now.
Do it. You're alone.
Yeah, the first bad decision I'm gonna make is I'm gonna try to find the Bruce.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not this bad. Maybe not war bad.
You go to the palace, and when you arrive, you're stopped at the entrance. State your business.
Hey, cool. I know that the whole thing has started and that we're trying to do some shit. Does the Bruce have a teleportation circle here?
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of
All right, fine. Blah, 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 blah. Is he awake?
negative.
Shit.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. Fine. Just shoot him in the head and leave. No, I'm kidding. Mostly. I turn around and I start walking back down the way I came. I need to find a ride into town and then see if I can get freaking okay. Who's still here at the summer court that we were talking to? And there was the person that O'Ferry talked to.
Mhm.
Gosha. I remember her name. I didn't even
Hey! Was there anything else worth checking in there? Was there anything worth checking in with anyone that we already checked in with?
look. With her and with Heffanita. No.
Okay, cool. This is one of those times where I'm like, I really wish I was playing a cleric. I'm good at them and they have magic.
Do you play clerics a lot?
I play clerics a lot.
They do
My
get
longest-
a lot of versatility.
Yeah, I freaking love clerics. Like, absolutely love playing a cleric. My longest running character to present is a cleric, but I ain't got shit. I decided this character wasn't going to have any magic just to go the complete opposite direction.
But also
Yes.
has an interest in magic.
Because Catherine has an interest in magic characters, so she had to put it somewhere.
Can't even roleplay a character that doesn't at least have a...
Yeah, see, this is probably what I need to do. My next character needs to have a curse that makes anything they build fall apart.
so that you don't
It's-
accidentally become an artificer.
Yes, exactly.
It's been
Great. I'm gonna have to play somebody that's happy.
it's been I love playing Mina, but like that having 0 magic really fucks with my brain sometimes.
What are my options in this scenario? Shoot.
Gun. Where's a horse? I need to shoot it.
Oh, you need to unshoot a horse. Or maybe
Do not
a-
shoot the Bruce.
You can shoot a rider off of a horse and take the horse.
Yeah.
Can you shoot a horse? Can you find a dead horse and then shoot it so hard it comes back to life?
So,
Possibility.
what were the specific rules
The specific rules.
on searching for Oddcog?
The specific rules are.
Because if everyone's left and I'm here alone, and I could conceivably find him without getting myself killed.
3
I thought it was
rules.
that
First, neither group may leave the grounds until sunrise.
Correct.
Second, if any member of either group or anyone affiliated with them attempts to locate or contact Tinker before the contest is properly concluded, the offending group will be
That's where it was.
disqualified and earn
Okay,
the
fine.
ire of Shantis and his nation.
Okay. Okay, disqualified, but disqualified doesn't mean dead. And if I already have the information I need, what the fuck do I care if we win this?
and earn the ire of Shantis and his nation.
Again, I'm not
That
seeing
doesn't
a
sound like
problem
something that Mina
here
would care.
for me.
Okay.
Oh no, a nation hates 4 people. We're on like a do not fly list or whatever.
And that is pretty bad for Ilferi.
He's on a no
Why?
T-pose list.
I glide.
No
It's
gliding.
different.
No gliding. It's not allowed. It's
No.
banned forever. Again, war bad.
Yeah, but that didn't. It said ire, not war. They only share 1 letter in common.
That really stretched your brain on that
It's
one.
only
huh?
33% of war.
Only 33% of a war should break out.
Besides, what are they going to do? Declare war against 4 people? We'll fucking slaughter them.
You're not wrong, but you are even less correct.
I'm going to use that someday, Carter. That's good.
Listen, it's either stay here and find Oddcog and get disqualified, or find a teleportation circle, go to Renza, and shoot Liagier in the process.
That would also get us disqualified, but I like that one better.
At least it still ends with her dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's one less
Yeah.
thing I have to worry about. All right. I'm gonna head into see Risha if I can find a ride.
Okay. So you leave the palace and you're kind of weighing your options for how to get back to the capital. And you see Bracken and Glaucia actually packing up horses.
Hey, are you headed out?
Oh, Mina, I would have thought that you'd left by now. Did the contest
I
start?
would have. Oh, I would have, but Liagier had our bitch maid put some gold in my pant leg.
Is
Clever
that what the kids are calling
treachery.
it?
Oh, it was brilliant. And I'm pissed because it was so good, and I didn't check my frickin' pants before I put them on this morning.
Glassy actually starts cackling at that.
Yeah, right? I hate her so much.
Well, we were just packing up to head back to Siobrija.
Sweet. May I come?
But of course, do you think you'll be able to rendezvous with your party from there?
No idea, but at this point, I'm honestly, I've been weighing my options. My first option was staying here and just finding Oddcog because Laya wasn't here to interfere anymore. Seems like a bad decision.
Don't think the
So-
Bruce would approve of that.
I don't give a shit what he thinks. So I need to get to see Abresia and decide if I want to head towards the place I'm supposed to help. Set a railroad in motion, or to the place where Laya is supposed to go, shoot Laya and sabotage them.
The Bruce would also not like that if I understood his rules correctly. But
What part of I don't care what he thinks have you not gotten yet?
fair enough. It is hard to play by his silly rules.
These rules are stupid, and Laya has literally cost one of my friends an arm, and her family killed my family. So, like, he's lucky I only set a mariachi band outside her cabin last night.
Oh, you guys started that.
Yeah. Did you have fun? Did you go?
I had a drink or two, but I try not to indulge too much.
Fair enough. I didn't get to go at all, and I paid for all the booze.
I turned into bed early, Glacia says.
Fair enough.
All right, so you guys, you go and get your stuff together, and make your way out of town. It'll probably take, I think it was about 3 or 4 hours to get here.
Yeah.
So it should be about the same as that.
Wish I could talk to anyone in my party.
Man, if only there were like some
I
stones.
know.
Skyride. You just got a skyride.
Skyride!
I can't believe I forgot to hand them out. I even forgot to hand. Well, I didn't forget to hand out good berries. I hadn't cast it yet. So, it's just like fucking.
Did you get
That's-
2 sets?
that's-
Or
Yeah, I got 2 sets.
I guess they're only paired to one.
But
another.
I could have very feasibly been like, Group A has one half, like
Yeah.
Mina has one, Koku has the other,
Mhm.
and then me and Jack have the second half of those sets.
Right.
So like Jack and Mina can talk, and I can talk to Koku or whatever.
Right. But that didn't happen, so I'm
Yeah,
riding
I just
into
got-
town.
Instead, I have 4 rocks.
Look at these pretty
I mean,
rocks.
you could at least give Jack one for now.
If you hold them
I'll
all
give him
really close,
2. Like,
He accidentally gives him the single set so Jack can just talk to himself.
What else is new?
if you hold them all really close to your face, the feedback creates an annoying noise.
Yeah.
Oh, is this that 5G shit I hear about?
God.
Yeah,
Careful,
here it takes
that's
your
the-
fate powers away.
It's the government trying to make your.
Oh god, I
Explode.
forgot. Fuck.
oh, I thought that's what you were going for.
I mean, I was what I was referencing, but I forgot that specific one.
Oh, fuck
For anyone
that.
who wants a really good time, look up saveanilluminati.com.
And then imagine that I read it out loud on the way to Gen Con to everyone.
I have auto demons.
For about 3 hours. Anyway, we're gonna take our break here now. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
while we're on break, you should check out saveanilluminati.com.
Or-
Sorry,
Can I go to shavenilluminati.com?
You know that we need to start that website right now.
dude.
All right, we will be back momentarily. Don't
Bye.
go away. Hi, we're back. I hope everyone enjoyed their ice cream.
Oh, I didn't have any. I keep like not buying junk food because I eat it in 3 days, but I
That's
only go grocery
probably-
shopping like every 3 weeks.
Probably a
That's
better
very
way
healthy.
to do it.
Yeah.
These were leftover from last weekend, and I forgot to put them out when we had guests.
I could just go eat like a bunch of my peanut butter cream that I made. It's so good.
Oh, from
I
the
just
macarons?
I just have leftover
That was really
peanut
good.
butter
Oh.
buttercream.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, so good.
peanut butter.
They were ugly. They were very.
Yeah, the
Sounds good.
buttercream was definitely
That's really
the best part of that.
I'll make them again sometime. They'll be prettier. I promise. I don't promise that.
All right,
I will eat them regardless of their level of attractiveness. This is how I got my reputation in high school. This is not how I got my reputation in high school. My reputation in high school was I was the kid that when the Ocean Bowl team was like, damn, we're down a person. Get Carter. Has he ever been on this team before? Nah, it's probably fine. Just get Carter. And that's how I ended up in South Carolina one weekend I wasn't expecting to be.
neat. Anyway,
Now he's out.
so Jack and Ilferi.
Yeah.
Before too long.
Can I actually do something in our room?
Yeah.
So we get in the room, close the door.
Mhm.
Jack looks over at Ilferi. So do you set out to make me look like a bitch in front of him, or is this just you doing your thing? Because I tell you that I want to come in with tact, and you
Right.
just charge in like a Tyrannosaurus. Let me fucking
He
finish.
barged
Let me
in like a-
fucking finish. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than everything, and we have one shot at it. So
And I think
we're
your
trying to come
plan's
in with a
not
little bit
working.
of goddamn patience. All right.
Does that man look like he cares about patience?
Does that man look like he gives second chances?
No, and I don't think that you're giving us a good first chance.
No, I'm taking time so we can figure out what that is.
But that is the chance we are taking. The chance we are taking is either we take our time and it doesn't work because he doesn't respect that, or we actually show him the sort of strength that he's looking for.
Yeah, so let's try to work together on that than just stampeding over whatever I try to do.
Then you obviously noticed that he did not care at all about your pleasantries.
And he didn't care about yours either. We still don't know what he's reacting to.
I would like you to at least not think that your idea is the only one that could possibly work. All right? Because that's how you treat me every time we go on a mission. Is that your idea is the only one that could possibly work.
Okay, and I'd
We're
like
a
you to
team.
treat me like I have any kind of ideas that are good, because you never listen to any of them. You just barrel on ahead with whatever the fuck you want to do, because it's Ilferi time.
Well, someone's going to have to give. And my personal opinion that I will let you do with what you think is that he is not going to deal with pleasantries, and we're going to have to show that we are strong enough to earn his respect, because he doesn't think the Bruce is a strong person. He doesn't feel like the Bruce is a person worth following.
Yes, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we need to work together on this.
All right. I was just trying to adapt quicker because it. Also, I don't want someone to insult me to my face, right? Like, he basically slapped us in the face with words the moment we got there. And why should we treat someone like that with respect?
Because it's our job.
It's not our job, actually. Our job is to get him to bend the knee.
Yeah. And what does that start with?
Groveling? Apparently not. Because that's what he wants from the Bruce.
All right.
All right, bringing some stuff out in the open.
Maybe our best option is not to talk to him. Maybe we just fix a problem that he has instead.
It's a possibility. Let's hear out what he says.
All right. I don't know if we were being invited to talk to him again or not.
He said he was going to come talk to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you guys have some more time a little bit more time to yourselves. After maybe 30 minutes to an hour, there's a knock on your door.
There's a chalk line across the center of the room. That's your side. This is my side.
I cast fucking dust on it and just blow it away.
There's a knock on the door, and after a moment, the door just opens. And in stride, two orc men, who you've not met before. Oh, just came by to see what these Reeser scallywags that the chief was talking about are.
Hey, they speak Elfairy.
Scallywag, I haven't heard that in a while. Are you sailors? I guess we are kind of close to the sea. I mean,
We are on the sea.
it's like a big lake. Well, no, it doesn't
One of them
have an outlet.
points at themselves. I be Barbaro, Cavallo's second in command. He's wearing a skull of a minotaur as a helmet. And I Brag Vidalia, he says, and then kind of looks at you, like, to see if you recognize his name.
Thrag Vidalia? I love your onions.
Can I roll to recognize his name?
Sure. You can give me a history check.
Me too.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Well, the best I could do was a 19, even if I had advantage. So, let's roll it. 6.
Yeah, so Jack, you remember hearing a story, guess if it would have been in the, I don't know if it would have been in the, Yarosol War or not, but, Thrag Vidalia was a new, captain sailing in a battle against Reeser, and his ship was sunk, and he's sworn a vendetta against Reeser ever since.
You gave us a good fight in Yarosol. Still holding on to that grudge?
Ah, so my reputation does precede me. What is it that you be coming around here for?
Well, as I'm sure you are aware, we men of ability tend to get caught up in the games of politicians. We are caught in 2, actually. We are on business from Resor to find a man, and to get that information from the Bruce, we have to play his game.
Hey, you fell for one of the Bruce's. Do a little game for me, and I'll give you what you want.
Would seem we stumbled right in.
This country used to be about something. Not just playing silly games.
I take it that's how he's been solving a lot of problems lately.
All I'll be saying is that a couple of us up here and the Marajado. Marajado. Marajado? Marajado.
J would be pronounced H. Yeah.
Marajado. Think that this Bruce be a bit soft.
Hard to live up to the legend.
Aye. Verde was quite the man. Well, I suppose you'd be hanging around for a few days here then.
We should be. You know anything Cavallo wants?
Aye, we can always use more warships.
Yeah.
Taking them from Reeser would make it all the sweeter.
Fair enough.
And those warships would be used for, because we know that there's the possibility of you mounting attack against Reeser. So, like,
Purely defensive, I assure you.
This is a purely defensive. Fuck. I thought it would come to me.
Yeah.
No, it was. Chris knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. If
Fucking
things
vampires.
be brewing with Dinar and Reeser like we hear, mounting a armory, a navy suitable to defend ourselves is necessary.
True words.
and what about his citizens here? Does he care about, internal struggles like maybe a disease that's running rampant through your population?
Rampant disease. The only rampant disease is those goblins from the mountains.
They giving you trouble?
Cavallo went looking for dragon gold and ousted a couple goblins to try to get it. And now they're causing havocs in the mountains, attacking anyone who goes near. It's a pain in the arse.
Sounds like it. How many?
Few hundred. Nothing too extreme, but they're tucked in there, you know.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like trying to dig a group out of a mountain.
Especially for seafaring captains of the Marajado.
Sea.
It'd be beneath the other sea chiefs and myself to go traipsing about in mountains.
Well, it
Naturally.
would be above you. That
Well, maybe we can lend some help with that. We'll see where things go.
You really have no idea about the disease that's like here in Citadel Cavallo at all. There's been a lot of rumors, even like it's made it all the way to Sarkava.
They kind of eye each other for a moment. It's mostly just amongst the poor. Nothing to worry about.
I see. And that's not like
No, the strong will survive.
right. Does fuck, what's his name? Cavallo. I don't know his first name. Does he not care
Citadel.
about Citadel? Right, that's his name. Does he not care about like all of his citizens?
Oh, naturally, but you can only do so much.
All right. this goblin situation, I feel like you just said it's beneath you, and we would just be like taking care of a chore that you think lesser people would take care of. Am I getting the right impression there, or was that just the way you said it?
You'll have to forgive my friend. He doesn't understand subtlety.
No. The subtlety was that, or the subtlety I was picking up was that this task is beneath us, but like if someone wants to go do our dirty work for us, we sure won't be upset, but it's not going to make you look any better in our eyes because, well, that's work that's beneath that of us that actually give a shit, you know?
Kind of looking back and forth at each other. I think you're reading too much into things, boy.
You could have said, we would appreciate the help, and not said it's beneath you. Anyways, it sounds like you want us to take care of it, and it would make us look great. Cool.
I'm not saying shit. You asked what was troubling us, and I said there were some goblins.
He's got quite the imagination.
We were specifically asking about what we could do to gain the favor of Cavallo. Like, does he not care about them? Is this something we should just ignore?
Talk to him? I don't know.
So you're not here representing him. You're just...
No, we just came to see you.
No,
I see.
curious about foreign champions on their soil. Can you blame them?
Who wouldn't
Guess
be curious?
not. I guess I made the assumption that you were representing him because he didn't want to deign to talk to us because that was the
You know what
impression he
happens
gave
when you assume.
us. You make a cloaca out of you and me.
A what?
Assume is spelled really differently in every
Oh, you just usually get your information wrong and you kind of make yourself look like a fool.
All right, cool. Great talking to you. Unless there's anything else?
Your shoe's untied.
I don't wear shoes. Or pants.
Said anything about pants.
Well, the next joke could be my fly's down, but I don't have that.
Dude, this orc's just been hanging dong the whole time. Did you not pick up on that?
They saunter off. Weird folks, these Missouri. Aye.
I made an assumption. I'm sorry about that. I really thought that he just didn't want to talk to us and said they said they were his like right-hand men.
Yeah, and they're their own men.
This situation, it's just stupid. This whole thing sucks.
And that's why it's our job.
We should just kill him and instate his niece as the new whatever.
But she doesn't even know how to wrestle.
She's getting great lessons. I'm sure she's great at it.
Pieces are coming together. We'll find out what we need to do.
I mean, I don't think that that a coup is outside of the rules. So, you
That's
know,
absolutely not.
do what you need to do.
Right, he just wants the ruler of Citadel Cavallo to swear fealty. It doesn't have to be him.
No, we could just help the rulers of the Del Caballo take over there.
That's,
I mean, if you can
There are a
do
lot of
that in like
options.
4 days, then why are we bothering with the rest of this campaign? If you can do that in 4 days, I feel like we're good. We'll just go to Denor and do it there.
All right, I'm gonna need some supplies.
All right. After a little bit more time in your room, the person who came to escort you to your rooms earlier comes back again. This is seems to be a Goliath woman. Has some nifty tattoos. The chief invites you to join him for lunch in the courtyard.
Very well.
And then
No, I'm not saying anything.
okay. She turns to leave. Goes to the room next door to you and knocks.
Lunch just got interesting.
The chief invites you to lunch in the courtyard. Ah, yes. Lovely. I'll be right along. And the Goliath woman continues down the corridor. Laia Gier steps out of the door next door. Turns around, gives you a wink, and then goes after the Goliath woman.
For some reason, Mina is like, I don't know if we're in a carriage or a cart or whatever, but she just like starts flipping off the air, like
Wherever you are.
wherever I heard her voice.
Madame Gier, what a surprise meeting you here.
Shouldn't be too surprising. We're both after the same man.
Sorry, I forget sarcasm isn't a Denaran custom.
Now you use sarcasm?
Usually it's subtler and cleverer.
We do tend to be blunt. You'll have to forgive me, I grew up herding sheep, not, playing court intrigue.
That explains so much, actually.
Yeah, and he was herding sheep in the woods, so it was really hard.
Especially if they're goats the size of bears.
Oh my god, I want to shoot her. I don't even like guns, but I will
Yeah,
shoot her.
wow.
Do it. We'll
I
just
was like-
completely reset whatever the government is here. We'll kill her. We'll put this guy on the throne. I'm fine with it. Sick of playing stupid games.
All right.
We'll put Griento on the throne. Fuck it.
He
Yes.
deserves it. He works so hard.
Go full CIA coup and just whoever the first person who's friendly to us.
So you're led out to the castle courtyard. When you arrive there, a large table has been set out. That wasn't there before. Over on one side of the courtyard, there's kind of like a pit. That seems to have like some obstacles and like some different like equipment in it, and there's a bear in there that's just kind of lazing about right now.
I'm gonna make that bear my friend.
And as you're being seated, you see Cavallo walk out of another building with a young orc lady. And they're like, they're a little worked up, sweaty. And the orc girl runs over to an older orc woman and is like talking to her excitedly. You can kind of suppose this is her mom. And she's leading a few other little orc children with her. And among them is a young orc boy whose leg is tied in bandages. And Cavallo, as he walks out, you can see him make eye contact with the younger boy and then glares at the mother. And he says, he starts waving them off. Porta, could you see we have guests? And she kind of bows her head and like takes the young boy by his hand and like leads him away.
I probably don't need to get high on this, but can I do a insight on that? Like, I'm wondering what the I'm wondering if that's his son, and he's being an asshole.
Okay.
Well, remember that you saw an orc boy with his leg wrapped up in your vision.
Yes, I did. That's another reason why I'm thinking about it. 17.
So earlier he said he was going to wrestle with his granddaughter.
Right.
He just walked
Oh,
out
that's
with
his...
a young girl.
Yeah,
who
and
ran
that
up
part
to her mom, who had another son, who has a
Gotcha.
bandage.
I thought he said he was wrestling with his niece. That's where I was confused.
I also thought he said niece.
So did I.
Did
I have to check back the tape.
I remember granddaughter, but I could be wrong.
No, you're probably right. For some reason, I thought niece.
Yeah, that's why I thought this would be his son if the girl was his niece, because they're about the same age.
Granddaughter is what is written.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's what I said.
It might be what you said, and I got it wrong. No problem. That clarifies things, and I probably didn't even need an insight check there.
Okay.
But that is probably his daughter then.
The mom. Yes.
Yeah, the mom.
Or daughter-in-law.
Yeah, or daughter-in-law.
Okay. So yeah, the mom kind of pulls or like waves over a servant who comes and takes the boy away, and then she sits with the rest of the family at the table.
I want to ask about the kid subtly, but now's probably not the time. I'm not just gonna be like, "What's up with that fucking kid?"
We'll take our seats.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, they bring out some nice
Just remember, the fairy can't taste spicy.
Yeah, that's why I was talking about the jalapeno omelets.
Oh yeah.
Or last session.
There definitely is some like what Jack would call some spicier food here.
Tastes like home.
There's a lot of meat and like root vegetables. Lots of fish. Actually, probably primarily fish.
Makes sense.
And some that you've seen back home, but also some different ones, and they're definitely prepared differently.
Delicious.
So, let's get down to brass tacks. You want me to swear undying fealty to the Bruce?
I didn't say undying, but that is the gist.
And why should I?
That is the question. We can offer services. We can offer resources of Resur, should you desire specific trade, essentially ships or other weapons.
But if you're not looking for a gift, we can also try and prove the Bruce's station, or at least show our representation of it.
What do you know of Bashella?
Can I roll history?
Nature or what's on a character sheet?
It's like me running Pathfinder. What are your skills?
Religion, perhaps?
Okay. We're gonna go. I will go religion.
I'm
11.
gonna search the stars and do nature. So, come on, roll.
You know what? Let me use my inspiration.
Okay.
13, a little better.
I'm gonna re-roll that with my search stars because that sucks.
That's much better.
That is much better.
Bashella is the archfey of the sea.
Oh, I would probably have definitely known that. So that makes sense why I got a 20 here.
Yeah, I probably should have given you advantage, actually, but it all worked out.
Who we've seen once before in this adventure, haven't we?
Briefly, yes. The king's sister, the Duchess,
Mhm.
Was that the one she
upon-
sailed off on?
Yeah, she called upon Bashella to escape the coal tongue.
Yeah, the Archfey of the Sea. Honestly, I've even seen her somewhat recently. What about Bashella?
It's no secret that your king has certain agreements with the Archfey.
Indeed.
And if we were to be given the blessing of Bashella, it would be a great boon to our military and our merchants upon the sea. We would, of course, provide all the proper offerings to keep her goodwill once it is established.
But we would provide the initial offering, I assume.
You need the king should need but make contact with her to let her know to cast her gaze upon us.
Seems within the realms of possibility.
And what do you have to offer her? You know the Fae don't just give boons with nothing in return. Obviously, there's the offering, but what can we inform her you have as a reason for her to even accept your offerings in the first place?
Of course, she gets a cut of any of our spoils or trades or any of the bounty of the sea that we acquire with her aid. She will get her cut.
It's possible, like Jack said. We can do our best, but I assume that's not everything you're looking for anyways.
No, that's what it takes to get on my good side.
Why are you so eager to go to war with Rasur anyways? That's the other option here. As we've been told anyways.
If I were that eager to start a war, I would have already. He looks over at Laia. I've been told the details of your little game. And if it's down to one or the other, I suppose it's a matter of who will wear me down first. And I'm probably more inclined to make an attack and apologies later, as things are now.
There's actually a
Work it
third.
out for us.
I was gonna say there is a third option where you just don't do anything, and then neither of us get this point. But
And
who
both of you
cares?
hang around my castle as I'm forced to play host and offer goodwill upon ye.
Oh, I'll leave. I guess I
won't.
can't say the same for Leah. Yeah, well. Honestly, I feel like that's points in our favor. We're not in your hair, and she's just like bugging the crap out of you for 4
She
days.
is annoyingly persistent.
Under which point I'd probably be inclined to just do what she wants.
Precisely.
Mm. Really, if I spend too much time around her, I'd just be inclined to kill her. But maybe that's not a common response to her presence.
What's your desired timeline with the Archfey?
Get me something in writing from your king. Of course, we can use seconds. The timeline is, well, he says, just gestures at Laia. Till I attack Manhill, I suppose.
Oh my god, killing her would just make this so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nothing like a challenge to spice up life.
I guess I do also have an in with the Fae myself, so it's probably not that tough. Well, I mean, it's going to be difficult, right? But it'll probably be easier than if it was just like you and Koku.
That's where destiny brings us.
And here I just renounced the Fae just a little bit, like 2 days ago. Well, not renounced, just, I take my power from another source now.
Our past always has a way of finding us.
If we manage to get this deal worked out. Like I said, it's a start of getting me to like you.
All right.
And Laia, just, since we're already discussing the entirety of our plan, what are you planning on doing to make him attack Rasur?
I wasn't aware there was an agreement to share our plans.
I didn't say there was. I said that, unfortunately, we were forced to give our hand, so maybe you play nice for once.
But aren't we in competition?
Also, Laya's been given every other advantage in this competition. Why would she give up this one?
Right.
It's like they also got the side of the railway that is connected by a railroad to Citadel Cavallo. Like, this was pretty clearly tilted against us from the beginning.
Great. Well, I guess we have to go court some Fae in the court of the Fae. And that's just to get you to like us. That's not even to do what we want. Ugh.
I like this country.
Wow. No.
Can we
You know
please
what?
close the scene on that? Can we please close
Yeah.
the scene on that
Sounds
line?
good.
I like this country.
So-
I don't like this city.
See if you guys are off to make some calls as we jump to Koku catching her train. There were actually like 2 other trains that arrived before that you tried to get on before realizing that they don't go all the way. Which
well,
you could have gotten on
those
those earlier ones and gotten like a couple stops up and then like waited for the next train from there. But
Did either of them go to Agatsura? Because if one of them went to Agatsura, I would get on that one. Okay.
yeah, they were just like local or like to the edge of town.
Okay, yeah. They're just going like one stop up to the one that's not even marked on our map, because that's the
Yeah.
one that's established. Agatsura is mostly a staging place. No one really goes there if you're not part of the Rail Corp.
Kinda, yeah.
That makes sense. Because Agatsura is her goal today. Because I'm trying to meet up with Liss.
Hmm.
Like, if I get there and Liss is like waiting at the train, I can be like, get on, let's go to the railhead, we can talk on the train. But I'm thinking it's probably not going to be that easy.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I guess Mina, did you decide which place you're going to be teleporting to?
Where's Zeodor? Because I would like to be with him wherever the fuck he is. I need a coffee and a chat session. And then maybe he has connections that are just tangential enough that he can get them to kill her for us so that it looks like it was an outside assassination attempt.
Oh. The last letter you received from Zeodor, he was, he found something. He's on the trail of something. He's got a lead. Somewhere in a cliff, somewhere to the east of the Shawl Mountains.
Cool. I guess I'm going to the shut now. You have no idea how badly.
You guys do have those sending scrolls now. You could at least try to...
Yeah, the 2 people that can use them have them.
Yeah, the people who... Yeah.
No, sorry, the one person.
Oh, the one person.
One person
that can use them has it. The one person is Jack.
Oh, yeah.
It's not on the sorcerer
Forgot that
list.
it's not on the sorcerer list.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Is it on the extended sorcerer list? I did get my spell feature working in Roll20 or D&D Beyond.
nice.
I mean,
I just know it's not on the list on my character sheet.
The reason I ask is because if you made a rush for it, you could maybe make it to the train at Rio Pedusco before it leaves.
I don't see how.
Okay.
It's just like, because I would teleport there and then I would have to actually get there fast enough to get it to get. I mean, maybe I could. I'm willing to roll with it, but I really, no lie, just kind of want to go the other direction and go talk to our buddy face to face.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Angle.
Because they're not supposed to kill me.
Okay.
Supposed to.
All right. So yeah, we'll keep with Koku then in that case.
Yeah, I kind of want to go to Renza instead.
All right. So Koku, you get on the train, and it's pretty uneventful. At least from what you heard about train rides. This one seems pretty straightforward. Unless there was anything in particular you wanted to do on the ride, I would imagine that you get to Agatsura sometime in the early afternoon. Early to mid-afternoon.
Yeah, I think it would probably be like closer to mid or like mid to late afternoon, because it says that it gets to the railhead around evening.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, so it would probably be sometime in the mid afternoon ish. I'm assuming Liss is not immediately apparent.
So let's see. So when you get off, there's actually like a whole bunch of people milling about. Like you were expecting kind of a sleepy little town that like probably didn't have a lot going on in it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like seems to be a crowd of people gathering not too far from the like train station, which is like, you know, a platform.
A platform, yeah.
Maybe a roof and some benches.
Ooh, fancy roof. Okay, well, that feels like something I can go up to and press A.
See that exclamation point? It means I got a quest.
Oh, it's blue side quest.
Son of a bitch.
All right, no. I'm going to go over to the crowd. What's going on here?
Somebody like looks at you and then like looks over at the action and like, oh, are you one of them?
One of who? Let me through.
And you look over and you see a group of metal golems, 10, as they busily assemble a mock length of track.
Do I see a man with stupid facial hair?
You see a man with stupid facial hair standing next to a lizard folk, dressed in a fine shirt.
Benedict Pemberton and certain Liss, I presume.
Steam puffs out the backs of the arcane boilers as these golems do the work of several men in less time.
No, that was in character. I'm going.
Yes, I know.
Gonna go over. Oh, okay, cool.
But I wanted to finish my description.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for finishing your description.
Benedict Pemberton and
certain Liss.
Certain.
Yep. That's what it says. Might be certain. I don't know.
I've been saying in my head certain. So, yeah.
There's no ligature mark, so I don't know.
So yeah, as you walk up, you can catch them kind of in the middle of a what seems to be a sales pitch. Certain is kind of like scratching his chin, and Pemberton is just kind of standing there proudly. And as you walk up, they both look over at you, like, take a double take. And then up and down. It's not one of mine.
I most certainly am not. Though, though I will not say that yours are not quite impressive in their own right. Certain lists. I've been sent here to assist you in being the first to the midpoint of the railway.
James, why are you playing Loop Hero?
I was just checking on something. You didn't need to call me out like that.
Why do you think I keep my Steam on invisible all the time?
See, this is why I was playing games on my phone when it wasn't my scene. No one can call me out. No one knows that I was redeeming the Play DMU code on Arena.
Yeah, so I turned off the activity on Discord and forgot that it would pop up on Steam.
I don't really
That
care.
makes it
I just
worse.
wanted to call you
Makes
out.
it so much worse. It makes it worse because you tried to hide it. And you
Oh no,
failed.
yeah, 100%. But I'll own up to it. I'll own up to the fact that I was trying to hide it. Anyway, sorry.
No, that was great.
Oh, I don't care.
Anyway,
You opened it again.
You said you don't care, so I put it back up.
I know, I just gotta call you out again.
Okay. It's open. I'm playing it.
we're just gonna get you a sign. It says "I'm playing Loop Hero." You can hang it.
Ooh, I could also be playing Loop Hero.
I'm paying attention at least, though. I promise. I swear. I'm paying attention.
Certain lists have been sent. Dormammu have come to bargain. Certain lists certain lists. Please put your Switch down and pay attention.
Oh, sorry.
I've
I
been
was
sent
just playing
here.
Loop Hero.
I know it's a great game. Actually, I haven't played it, but I've seen it. It looks neat. Certain lists I've been sent here to help you be the first to reach the midpoint of the railway.
Okay, now come on.
Bruce sent you?
Correct.
He looks at you, looks at Pemberton. Maybe I don't need these after all. How much are you charging?
I'm here to help you. And let me be extraordinarily blunt. I don't really care about your stake in this railway, but for reasons involving national security, I need you to be the one to drive the stake into the midpoint. If these machines can help get that done, then they are a worthy investment.
Well, are there any more of you coming from the Bruce?
I have a partner who will likely be here.
Two,
Nope.
2 for free, or 10 for 25,000.
Or you can have both. Also, my partner, you may have misunderstood. My partner is not as I am.
Oh. Yeah, it was a little disingenuous on your part, but I'm willing to let it slide.
I am A
From free
knight?
labor.
I am a knight of research. My partner is also a knight of research. And we are members of the Royal Homeland Constabulary. I believe you have given yourself a mistaken impression of who we are and what we are here to do.
I see.
But yes, I am here to help you build this railway. And
Why don't we
him,
step over here? If you don't mind, Mr. Pemberton, I need to talk with my associate and figure out what the hell's going on right now.
I think that's a good plan. Mr. Pemberton, please don't stray too far. I believe you may still be of use to us. And I'll step to the side with a certain Mr. Liss.
Whoa.
No, that's just his name.
All right, so what's the real deal here? You work for Pemberton, trying to upsell me, trying to convince me to take his deal?
That would be a good gig, but no. No, look, the Bruce has entangled me and my associate into some ridiculous game of his, and if we can get your corporation to beat Griento Railways to the midpoint, it will get us one step closer to a meeting that we vitally need.
Wow. And I thought my troubles were complicated.
Oh, this is a fifth of the competition, and I won't bore you with the details. I hate them myself.
All right. Yes, I do need help. So, here's the deal. Cards on the table.
All right.
I'm in the hole for 20 Gs. Which means, frankly, I can't afford Mr. Pemberton's services.
Right.
He's
I see where you're going with this.
graciously made the offer of paying 10% up front and the rest upon completion of services. Now, not sure how much you know about our current construction plan.
I have the outline as well as a brief dossier on the land we'll be going over, but I don't have the details.
So, the center point where we're reasonably supposed to meet Griento, biomarker 146.
Right.
But as an incentive, this is the midpoint that's come to be as we both work towards the middle. There is an incentive on the line. First team to reach the mile 150 from either side gets a bonus 25 Gs.
Which would nicely dig you out of the hole.
Precisely. And help us pay back
Pemberton.
if we can reach that point, which with his machines might be doable. But he needs 2,500 up front.
Let me check my character sheet real quick. I think I actually just have that money.
Also, how much was our stipend? Because we
I
were
don't-
given
It's
cash.
like 1,500, I think.
Okay.
Because I spent a lot of the stipend. I had like 1,500 left over, but that's after I spent basically the whole thing.
It was 1,600.
I think I already added it to my character sheet because I've got 5,795. I've been saving up.
Mhm.
I need some expensive stuff later.
I spent so much money on a mariachi band. Absolutely no regrets.
uh,
And you shouldn't. It was very well spent money. Fuck that lady.
Yep. You've also spent money on ammo. There's a reason why basically the first thing that Theodore invented was a gun he doesn't have to reload.
Yeah.
um I could arrange a loan to cover the initial cost. Let me talk to Pemberton, see if maybe we can work out a deal. But I assume you're intending to pay me back, assuming we hit 150.
Of course, you'll get your cut.
I think we can work. I think we can work something out. I reach to shake his hand.
He shakes.
Now then, this is an old trick I've read about. And she's going to go over Mr. Pemberton.
Ah, yes. Now, who might I have the pleasure of addressing? Very curious about. He just kind of looks around the sides of you. Very impressive. Would you mind lifting your arm up?
No,
You
you
see-
pervert.
I've heard about you people with your obliques fetishes. No. Mr. Pemberton, there will be time for that later. You see, I believe that your machines will be of use to us, but as I came in only at the end of the demonstration, obviously I had not seen the whole thing, and Mr. Liss here was kindly informing me of the rest of the demonstration, as well as some potential shortcomings that these machines may have.
These are the top of the line, best thing that any rail company could buy.
Oh yes, truly excellent.
These don't eat.
Machines.
They don't sleep.
They do seem to take a bit to start up, though. The engines get cold, they have to be rewarmed. It's a potential time loss, wouldn't you say?
Meh. Perhaps, but when you compare it to a normal train crew, needed to take breaks, sleep, eat.
Certainly. But you can hire a lot of train crews for 25,000.
what's your point here?
I think that 20,000 is more than fair for the distance remaining to be covered.
And why do you say that?
I'm basing my estimates on your machines, the speed at which they're building. I'm making you an offer, Mr. Pemberton. You're a businessman.
Perhaps I should go and see what sort of offer I could get from D'Amata Griento.
You could do that. You could waste your time going back to Rayo Pedresco all the way to Renza. Or you could talk with me now. I thought I was under a different impression of you, Mr. Pemberton. I was told you were a brilliant mind. Surely someone of your stature and reputation wants to see their machines take on the best challenge they can. Would you not?
I will admit, this is a fantastic advertising opportunity for me, with all the publicity that this event seems to be getting.
And Griento's side, it's flat. It's easy. They'll say you took the easy way out. They'll say you went to the side that could have been done by any old machine. Nothing special. The tinkerers back in Rayo Pedresco could make mechanical dogs that could have done Griento's side.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure thing. Just got to pull up my skills because I don't remember what I put in that. 25. Damn. I got a good roll. And I have a +7.
He rubs his chin. Perhaps we could work out some sort of discount.
What are you thinking?
Well, for starters, you don't have to pay me all the money up front.
10% up front, as you discussed with Mr. Liss.
And let's say 2,200.
I think that you have made a fine business decision, Mr. Pemberton.
He gladly shakes your hand. As have you. As have you.
Okay, and I will pay Pemberton 2,200 gold pieces. It
Liz
is.
walks over as he sees you shaking hands. Looks like we came to an agreement, yes?
We most certainly did. Mr. Pemberton's machines will help us finish the railway faster than anyone has ever seen. Over valleys, over rivers. The name Pemberton Industries is going to ring across these fields like the name Liss Rail Construction.
That weird ass mustache is gonna be on posters everywhere.
I leave that part out.
We'll fade to black on that. And I think that's gonna do it for the night.
All right.
We can pick
Just
up
one
with
quick thing.
Mina's adventures next time.
Can you add a notes page to certain lists so I can write owes me 2,200 gold pieces?
Oh yeah. Thought that you'd be able to add them yourself.
I was able to do that for Pemberton.
Yeah,
for
the
some
new
reason.
journal is taking some growing pains.
Oh, it looks like maybe it doesn't show up sometime because you added the notes page, and then once you did that, the add page button appeared for me.
Oh, weird.
So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that was all.
All right. So yeah, that will do it for tonight's session, I believe.
I had a good time.
Yeah, I think we're making some good headway.
Ooh,
also-
fighting.
Interesting for me because I this is my first session of
Beyond.
beyond what I had ever
Woo!
run before.
Milestone, milestone.
As we surpassed what the previous time I had run this, so it's all new from here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how we kind of got set up there. And we got to meet our main players, I believe, for the next little while.
I cannot believe that fucking Kabayo or whatever is like, you get me the favor of the archmages, and then I'll think about listening to you at all. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
That's
Barry's
what
not
rulers be
having
doing.
fun in Bear.
I thought I was going to. Bear sounds, honestly, Bear is wonderful. This city sucks.
The Bruce sucks
And
too.
also the Bruce. Yeah.
Like,
and
what
also
are you
the Bruce.
talking about? This country sucks. The second
Where-
we stepped foot here, like, we got pulled into a trial we had nothing to do with.
yeah. Everything in this country kind of sucks. Like, I agree that on paper Bear is cool, but frankly, it sucks.
I liked the protest thingy we did. That was fun. I liked that flag.
I rolled not a single die.
Me neither.
I rolled a couple.
Stupid frickin' Liagier.
Gen Con,
I-
tough events.
I rolled
Can't even say
one
more.
die, and it went pretty well.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, folks. We'll be back next week with some more Dungeons and Dragons. The VODs should be caught up on the YouTube channel, so if you missed anything, check it out there. And they'll have this episode up within the next day or so. I don't think there's any other announcements or anything, so we'll see you next time.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.